Hi, and thank you for joining us for the very first Monday Encouragement video of 2020. This is the first video of the new year, the first video of the new decade, and I just hope that God has been really showing himself to you in a new way, in a mighty way. I know in these very few days he has blown my mind with some of the miracles I've seen and be able to experience and be a part of. Also, at the end of this video, before we get started, I'm going to again put up the informational links. So if you have any questions for Vashti's house, it will have the email and the Facebook information. You can always reach out to me with any questions. And if you have any prayer requests, I'm again going to put the ALM prayer gathering information at the end of the video. So if you have any prayer requests and you want your prayer requests added to the list, please feel free to reach out, and you can email, you can do it through Facebook, and I'll have that information for you there. So last week we spoke about God doing something new for this year, for this season. And the thing is that we have to be in the right place in order to be a part of what he's doing. We have to be in the right place in order for us to experience his goodness, to experience the big things that he has in store for us. And I know as single moms, sometimes this can be hard for us because we're all over the place. But we have to make sure that as we walk into 2020, we set aside that time for fellowship with God. We set aside that time for having a relationship with him, because it is the most important relationship we'll ever have. More than being a mother to our children, more than being a co-worker or a friend or a neighbor, our relationship with God, all of the other relationships are going to stem from that. So today I'm going to be looking at Luke 24 verses 30 and 31, and also on 42, 43, and 45. So Luke 24, 30 and 31. And it says, "And it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to them. And their eyes were opened, and they knew him." And then in verse 42 and 43, 42 says, "And they gave him a piece of broiled fish, and of an honeycomb, and he took it, and did eat before them." Verse 45, "Then opened he their understanding, that they might understand the scriptures." So as I was preparing for this video, God just revealed to me that in order for me to be in the right place, in order for me to be in the position doing what he wants us to do, so that we can be a part of what he's going to do in 2020, for us to be a part of and experience his goodness, we have to have relationship with him. We have to have fellowship with him. These disciples were sitting with him. They were spending that time of eating and talking, and it was at that moment he released revelation of who he was and what their purpose, plan, and expectation was from him. And so it's the same thing for us. The formula hasn't changed. We have to have that fellowship with him, because fellowship is going to give the discovery of revelation. As my bishop put it in our prayer on Saturday, it's God's rhythm. We have to get into the rhythm of God, because once we're in rhythm with him, and once we're in the footsteps of Jesus, then we're going to be in the right place at the right time to say what he asks us to say, to do what he asks us to do, to give what he asks us to give. And then we will receive the blessings, we'll receive the benefits of being obedient, of being in that right place at that right time. So this week I just want to encourage you, let us have fellowship with God. Not just, "Oh God, give me," or "Oh God, help me," but let's have fellowship with him where we spend time talking to him. We're communicating with the day. We're communicating about the children. Just like how we fellowship with our friends and we talk about household things, and we talk about our children, we talk about work. This is the kind of relationship God wants with us. He wants us to have fellowship, to discuss these things with him, because the more we do it, the more we get into his rhythm. And once we're in his rhythm, once we're in his flow, then we can be where we need to be and receive everything that our hearts desire. Have a blessed week, and I will see you next week, Monday. And again, please, if you have any questions, the link for Vashti's house is up there. And if you have any prayer requests, the link for the ALM prayer gathering is up there as well. Thank you. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you next week, Monday.